we're on YouTube, and we're on Facebook. I think that's good enough. Okay. Cheers, everybody. Push you back a bit. Okay. Posizione. Posizione. Okay, welcome everybody. We always start the podcast with a piff. I guess it should be Stoner's Conspiracy Podcast. Okay. There's so much shit here. Oh yeah. What I wrote down today. Okay, so it looks like World War III is about to start because war is happening, right? The Mexico cartel boss got killed. Israel attacked Iran. And so much shit going on. And then next thing you know, they're like, oh, gas prices are going to go up. But you know, like Canada gets oil from Alberta. So I don't know why we're getting oil from where they're saying they're getting it from Iran. All I'm saying is, I don't know I don't have all the answers. I'm just saying it's just another distraction, smoke and mirrors, and there's a cash grab. It's always something like that. They always make all kinds of shit happen because they're running the show in every fucking aspect in every country. They run the show. You're thinking they're at war with each other, but they have people in every country and every position of power, whatever. It's all rigged. So whenever these things are happening, it's another way to take away your rights. Or they have somewhere where there's gonna be money coming in, like they're gonna charge everyone extra money, and like, you know, like the Trump with his tariffs and stuff. It's all like little ways of that these people work that run the show, the money masters. Because I bet you they've been getting the gasoline the same price that they've been getting it from back then. It's just that they have to keep it look like, you know, the prices are fluctuating, thus they get to charge everyone money. It's all rigged, bro. It's like, you believe, are you so trustworthy of the powers that be that they're gonna be honest with you? That they're not gonna screw you. If there's millions of people that are gonna be paying taxes that are, I don't know why I'm saying taxes, doing like this, but millions of people that pay taxes, okay? And the powers that be, whatever, they run the show and they're going to decide where all the money goes and everything. You don't think there's going to be corruption? Everybody's honest over here. The world was built on fucking honesty. This is the way people think that this whole system is built on. Fucking hearts and Care Bears and trust and honesty. It's built on lies, deceit, and murder and genocide and shit. Raping and pillaging. This is what everything's built on. So those people are not going to be honest. They're going to keep on financially taking all our money and funding it into like funneling into like secret projects and stuff. Because that's how they do it, right? Like, how do you think all these underground tunnels are being built? It's the taxpayers are paying for it. It's just that, you know, powers that be, they need ways of like funneling money to like go a certain way and stuff. Plus, they make the money. They print the money. If they can, there's a thing called fractional reserve banking. Okay, I'll just give you the gist of it. If stuff is digital, plus there's cryptocurrency now, which I never trusted. But it's like, if they can literally go in your account and just put numbers in, that's what, like, you know, how can you trust them? It's all like, and then they don't even have actual physical, a lot of the banks don't even have actual physical money in there. Like, let's say you want to pull out 10,000 or whatever, in one shot, they're going to tell you to book an appointment. You can't just be like, I want to pull out $10,000 on my account. The max you can pull out in a day, I think, without an appointment is like $3,000. You can be like, I want $3,000 right now. Anyway. So all I'm saying is, whenever there's like There's a reason why they have to charge people more gas money. It's a fucking scam. And plus, they have the radio stations in their back pocket. So the radio station is going to tell you. How does the radio station know, by the way? Hey, everybody, get ready because the gas price is about to go up. It's like, it's so easy to manipulate everyone into buying what they want when they want. Let's say they want a surplus of like a boost of cash. They'll tell everyone, hey, everybody, get the guy, gas is going down, everybody. So go fill up at this gas station or whatever. It's like, anyway, that's gas. Let alone anytime there's a guy that builds a car that runs on water or ether or whatever, he ends up disappeared. Or they buy his prototype, they buy it, and then shelf it. And they're gonna keep you selling you fucking electric cars. That's the game. They don't want you to be independent. They want to have a hold on you on one way or the other. Because all these new cars, they're tracking you. They're tracking where you drive. It's like built-in GPSs and stuff. And now they have deals with the insurance, so they tell the insurance will tell you, oh, if you let us track you and track your driving habits, it'll be a lot cheaper for you. So don't get the fanciest car. I would say get 2015. You don't need 2020, 2025. You guys are crazy. Just throwing money away. Anyway, yeah, so those cars are tracking you, and they have the subscription basis. Like, I heard something that even made me, it was like laughable. I don't know what company it was, but they wanted you to pay per month to have like heated seats or some shit like that, or like air conditioned seats. They want you to pay per month. It's a feature that comes with the car, but the company wanted you to pay per month for that feature. It's like cash grabs all over the place, bro. Okay, so that's gas prices. Let's forget that. And I suggest you guys should watch the documentary called "Who Killed the Electric Car?" Because I think in 1990 or 2000 or whatever, GM had made an electric car and it was amazing, and it was really good, and everybody loved it, but it was not for sale. You could only rent it. And they purposely brought it out to CNN as an experiment, like how many people would buy it, if people would like it, are people ready to switch over to electric cars? Like the whole stupid thing about electric cars, you have to charge them, right? And they have regenerative braking. Yo, I thought of this when I was 15. When I was 15, I was thinking, oh, maybe there's a way to harness energy when you're braking. Because I'm like, when you're braking, it's like you're taking energy away. I was not thinking about an electric car back then, but I was just thinking about just slowing, like when you brake. I'm like, maybe there's a way to harness that, like that energy right there. Anyway, what I find stupid about electric cars, all they have to do is put some solar panels on the car, and thus you don't need to go to the fucking electrical super fast lightning fast booster place, whatever, and they pay you to charge your car. How about just put in solar panels? But they're not going to do that. But I think they started doing that with some cars or something. Who knows? Maybe some new fancy cars. Like, I don't know. Here, let's look up. Does electricity create radiation? Does electricity create radiation? Yes, electricity creates radiation in the form of electromagnetic EMFs. Shit, you see that? So, if electricity creates radiation in the form of electromagnetic fields, EMFs, whenever electric current flows through a wire or appliance, it generates both electricity and magnetic fields that radiate outward. This is generally non-ionizing low frequency or radio frequency radiation, which is distinct from high energy ionizing radiation like X-rays. Electricity produces extremely low frequency EMF radiation for power lines, appliances, as well as higher frequency radiation. So you have to understand, like, let's say Tesla is made by the powers that be, because it is, you know, even though it's Elon Musk, he's just the face. He's not running the company. He's just the speaker. Just like Donald Trump. He's just the speaker. He's not making any decisions, bro. He's just another snake oil salesman. That's his job, just to talk. Just to talk, be charismatic, and and entertain people. That's his fucking job. Trump. Same thing with fucking Elon Musk. They're not in the, they didn't make the thing. He's just running the operation. He has to be the face of the operation. None of these people are really in power because once you're up there, okay, when you're up there, you got to be part of the group. It's just how it works. And the whole Epstein thing is like so laughable because it's like everyone knows all these celebrities have been there, yet a lot of them are talking shit about Epstein, and they've all been there. Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Bill Gates, no Bill Gates, the last president there, Bill Clinton, he's been there. Prince Andrew. And the funny thing is, you name it, they fucked it. Oh, I love saying that line right there. It's not my joke. It's someone else's joke. So yeah, and the can't even say it. What? Because of Iran. Hmm. Like the whole thing with bringing the immigrants, right? People are like, why would he bring these immigrants in? When they bring all these immigrants in, then they get to charge the taxpayers to pay for the immigrants, okay? And then when the immigrants go work for conglomerate companies or whatever, some big corporations like Tim Hortons or Walmart or whatever, then they have like subsidies. So the Walmart pays them $7 an hour, and the taxpayer is paying them the $7 an hour. It's all like a fucking scam. Whenever you're thinking, oh, why is this happening? There's always a hidden agenda. It's just that you're not digging deep enough. There's always and it's called problem, reaction, solution. They create the problem, they wait for the reaction, they give you the solution, but they're the fucking person that gave you the problem. It's like Israel saying Hamas bombed them, but let's say Israel told Hamas to bomb them. They told specifically Hamas, someone from Hamas, they're like, hey, go bomb this place. And then they went on the news, they're like, look, they bombed us. It's the oldest trick. It's like fucking kids. It's like kids having a fight. The power. Um. So when people like, here, let's put this down a bit. What is this so That shit is annoying. Here. What is controlled opposition? Why isn't she speaking where she used to speak? Controlled opposition is a political term for a group or a party that appears to oppose the ruling power, but is actually secretly managed and manipulated by them to provide the illusion of democracy while remaining ineffective. It acts as a dummy or a placeholder to neutralize genuine dissent. Key aspects and usage examples. Definition: a tactic where the ruling power dictates the actions of their supposed opponents. Usage examples: fake opposition parties. A ruling party funds or controls a smaller opposition party to split the vote. of real dissenters. The protest movement meant to challenge the status quo is co-opted by leaders who are in reality working with the government to steer, weaken, or discredit the movement from within. You see, so this was happening when the whole flat Earth thing happened. When flat Earth started came about, everyone was so quick to discredit it, right? Including Logan Paul and other popular streamers, because they're like not the gatekeepers, but they're like they're kind of like the people who tell the so let's say something happened, right? Let's say something happens and people don't believe the powers that be anymore. They're gonna have influencers in their pockets, and these influencers are gonna be on our side, but they're not on our side. They're on their side, and that's how it works. So they make sure they have people inside on the inside that are like Alex Jones. He's another controlled opposition. Like he seems like he's on our side, but he's on their side. Because it's like if you're in that position, right, where you have millions of followers and you're like all over social media, it's because they want it to be like that. It's not because he's so good and everything. When something is going viral and it's being pushed everywhere, it's by design. This is how a lot of these artists' music videos go viral and all of this shit because it's like uh, not only gonna they're gonna buy the views, they're gonna like it's gonna look like it's getting millions of views, but it's not. The views are bought, and then the radio station will play the same song over and over and over, even if it's a shitty song. If you play it enough times, people will start liking it. This is how it works. It's called programming for a reason. And then the funny thing about people is most people that don't have an opinion of their own. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Most people that don't have an opinion of their own, they're only gonna go by what other people's opinions are. So if the video has 20 million views, and the viewer thinks the song is shit, they'll be like, oh, it must be good because it's got 20 million views. Just they're like, oh, it's not bad. It's like that. A lot of people are just gonna go are like sheep. They're just gonna follow like everyone else. They don't have an opinion of their own, which is sad. They're too scared to uh, have eyes on them. They're too scared to everyone be like, hey, why do you have an opinion? They want to be like, oh no, I just want to go back with the sheep and just follow the herd. Whether that herd is going off a cliff or going into the water, who knows? Yeah. So like right now, what's happening with the wars and stuff? There's this guy named Dan Bilzerian, and he's speaking up really against the Jews, whatever. The and it's like I think it's the term is the Ashkenazi Jews. Those are the ones, or the Zionist Jews. Those are the bad ones, because there's good and bad in every tree. That's so it is. You can't. So when someone says it's the Jews, it's not all the Jews. It's the bad Jews. Okay, the you know. So he's going really hard on the paint against them, and I'm just like he's another control opposition for sure. That's his role to get the people that are like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like he's on our side. Oh, true. Method acting. Why doesn't she speak anymore? Let's go talk to Gemini. Hey Gemini, what's the term method acting? Where does it come from, and what does it mean? Explain it to me, please.
Hey there. It's a term that gets thrown around a lot in Hollywood. Usually right before we hear a story about an actor doing something wild, like living in a wilderness or refusing to answer to their real name for 6 months. In short, method acting is a range of training and rehearsal techniques that seek to encourage sincere and emotionally expressive performances by inhibiting the theatrical and focusing on the internal. 1. Where did it come from? The method didn't just appear overnight. It was an evolution of acting theory that traveled from Russia to New York. The originator, it started with Konstantin Stanislavski, a Russian actor and director. He wanted to move away from the overacting century towards something he called psychological realism. The American evolution, in the 1930s, teachers like Lee Strasberg, Stella Adler, and Sanford Meisner took Stanislavski's ideas to the group theatre in NYC. The Actors Studio, Lee Strasberg eventually became the director of the Actors Studio, where he refined the method into the specific famous version we know today. 2. What does it actually mean? While people often think method acting just means staying in character 24/7, that's actually a bit of a modern extreme. At its core, it's about emotional truth. Key techniques. Affective memory, sense memory. This is the big one. An actor recalls a personal, real-life memory to trigger a specific emotion, like sadness or rage, so the feeling on screen is genuine, not faked. Substitution. Treating a co-star as if they are someone from the actor's real life to elicit a specific relationship dynamic. The magic if, a Stanislavski concept where the actor asks, "What would I do if I were in this situation?" 3. The method versus common misconceptions. It's helpful to distinguish between the technique and the legend. Feature. The technical method. The Hollywood method. Goal. To find internal emotional truth. To physically become the character. Duration. Used during prep and performance. Used 24/7 on and off set. Action. Recalling personal memories. Gaining/losing weight. Living in isolation. Notable practitioners, famous method, or method-adjacent actors include Marlon Brando, who revolutionized it, James Dean, Robert De Niro, and more recently, Daniel Day-Lewis. It's basically the difference between showing the audience you are sad and actually feeling the sadness so the audience just happens to see it. Would you like me to look up some of the most extreme stories of method acting to see how far actors have taken it?
Yes, tell me more.
While the method started as a way to find emotional truth, modern Hollywood has turned it into a high-stakes endurance sport. Some actors don't just recall a sad memory, they basically dismantle their real lives to become the character. Here are some of the most famous and slightly terrifying examples. 1. The King of Commitment, Daniel Day-Lewis. Day-Lewis is the poster child for extreme preparation. He doesn't just act, he lives the part for the entire duration of the shoot. My Left Foot. To play a man with cerebral palsy, he refused to leave his wheelchair for weeks. The crew had to spoon-feed him his meals, and he eventually broke 2 ribs from sitting in a hunched position for so long. The last of the Mohicans. He spent 6 months living in the wilderness, learning how to skin animals and build canoes. He famously refused to eat anything he didn't personally kill. Gangs of New York. He caught pneumonia because he refused to wear a modern coat, arguing that his character, Bill the Butcher, wouldn't have had one in the 1860s. 2. The Physical Transformer, Christian Bale. Bale is known for yo-yoing his body weight to dangerous extremes, often back-to-back. The Machinist. He dropped 62 pounds by eating only 1 apple and 1 can of tuna a day. He wanted to go further, but the producers stopped him, fearing he might actually die. The Batman turnaround. Immediately after The Machinist, woke up to play Batman in just 6 months, gaining 100 pounds of muscle.
Wow.
He later described the process as the most zen-like state he'd ever been in, because he was too weak to feel any emotions. 3. The Psychological Deep Dive, Heath Ledger. For his legendary role as the Joker in The Dark Knight, Ledger took a more internal but equally intense approach. The Hotel Room. He locked himself in a hotel room for about a month, keeping a Joker diary filled with disturbing drawings and thoughts to find the character's voice and psychopathic laugh. The Toll. He famously struggled with chronic insomnia during and after the shoot, telling reporters his body was exhausted but his mind wouldn't stop turning. 4. The controversial modern method, Jared Leto. Leto often uses his method acting to affect his co-stars, which has made him a controversial figure on sets. Suicide Squad. To get into the Joker's headspace, he reportedly sent gifts to his castmates, including a live rat to Margot Robbie, and used condoms, anal beads to the rest of the cast. Dallas Buyers Club. He lost 30 pounds, waxed his entire body, and stayed in character, a trans woman with HIV, for the entire shoot. It worked. He won an Oscar. Co-stars said they never actually met Jared until the film was finished. Is it actually the method? Interestingly, many purists argue that Christian Bale's weight loss or Jared Leto's pranks aren't actually method acting. Strasberg's method was about using your own emotions to play a role. Physical transformation is more about immersion. Essentially, if you're starving yourself, you aren't using a memory of hunger, you are just actually hungry. Would you like me to find some examples of actors who refuse to use the method and think the whole thing is a bit ridiculous?
You see that? So that was a breakdown of method acting, which is like, speaking of the Joker that died in Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger that died playing the role of the Joker in the Dark Knight, because he became the character. He was 24/7 in the character mode. Because what I was saying was, these people, these actors, artists, whatever, they're communicating with spirits, right? And these spirits are like legion. Best way I can describe it. So there's like thousands. So he went to play a character, and like one of those, a couple of those demons locked onto him, and he was working with them to get the character and like get the characteristics of the character, and kind of like let himself go to the character, so to speak. And that's what was the result of it. Like I'm so fascinated by that, because like whenever I try to play a role or do some acting or whatever, like in the skits I do, I kind of get lost in it, because it's like, not to that extent, because I'm not communicating with spirits, but I'm saying it's like you're in your mind, you're at that moment, you're like, what would the character do in this at this time, you know? Because that's literally what I was going with. Like, how would the character act? How would it's like it's like a really cool thing, because it's kind of you're like becoming someone else, or you're someone else for like a skit, you know, or like 5 minutes, whatever. Because I guess that connects with role play. Yeah. So that was nice to go into like a little adventure, talk about Hollywood, method acting. Okay. Let's ask Gemini. Hey Gemini, do you know about MK Ultra, and is there like technology to shoot sound into your brain or shoot thoughts into your brain?
This is where we transition from acting into some pretty intense history and cutting-edge science. To answer your question, yes, MK Ultra was a very real and dark chapter of history, and the sound in your brain thing is actually a documented scientific phenomenon. Here is the breakdown of what is fact and what is still in the realm of theory. 1. MK Ultra, the reality. MK Ultra was a top-secret, illegal CIA program that ran from roughly 1953 to 1973. Its goal was to develop mind control techniques for the Cold War. The methods: they used everything from high doses of LSD, often given to people without their knowledge, to sensory deprivation, electroshock, and hypnosis. The program was a failure in its main goal. They couldn't actually program people like robots.
Yeah,
They caused
right.
immense suffering and permanent brain damage to many victims.
You see, they're not going to tell you the whole truth, but they are going to tell you the truth. So they're saying it was not a success. But if you look into it, there was projects all over the world when this was happening. It was not just in one place, which was in Montreal, at the Memorial Hospital, where people with mental issues went there. I didn't want to say retards. Someone said it. It's not me. You see what I mean? So they're going to tell you, oh, it was not a success. But we know it was a success because they've still been continuing the research.
The revelation. Most of the files were destroyed in 1973, but thousands of documents survived, leading to public hearings in 1975 that exposed the whole thing. 2. Shooting sound into the brain, the Frey effect. There is a real scientific phenomenon called the microwave auditory effect, also known as the Frey effect. How it works: in 1961, scientist Alan Frey discovered that certain pulses of microwave energy could be heard by humans. The energy causes tiny, rapid heating in the brain tissue, creating a pressure wave that the inner ear picks up as sound. What it sounds like. It's usually described as clicks, buzzing, hissing, or knocking that seems to come from inside or just behind the head.
No, I
Can
music.
it talk to you? This is where it gets tricky. In labs, researchers have been able to transmit single words or simple sounds, but shooting a full conversation into someone's head from a distance is still largely in the realm of patent filing and experimental military tech, like the Medusa project.
It's called the Voice of God. The project is called Voice of God. Ali, I'm talking to you, Ali. Okay. So, see, Gemini, she works for Big Bro, so she's not gonna give me all the truth, but she's gonna give me a little bit of the truth. You know, like the little crumbs that they want, that they want us to think that that there's no more research, right? This is military tech, and they just stop. They're like, oh, it's not going anywhere. My ass. Oh, it's the music. Okay, so here's a good one for you, everybody. Let's put this phone down. So I joined the gym recently, and I had to quit that one. And I went to another gym. The gym I joined, something fitness. You know, I'm not gonna say the name. And I'm like, yo, so how does it work? He's like, okay, it's $60 a month for the membership, and then once per year you're gonna pay $30 for maintenance of the machines. And I'm like, why? You know, that's like a red flag right there. I'm like, why am I gonna pay for your maintenance of your fucking machines? If I'm paying for the membership, my membership should cover everything, not for your machines. It's not a condo. I'm not buying a condo over here. But what's up? It's the devil. Membership. So hello, devil, Lucifer, Satan. Where was that? Yeah, membership. So he's like, yeah, $64 a month, and once per year on June 1st, you're gonna have to pay $30 extra for maintenance of the machines. And we're like, okay, fine, we agreed on it. And the day we signed was February 21st. Okay, so they got charged. And now they have your credit card information, and now they can charge you per month, right? And already I don't like that. I don't like anyone having access to my credit card, because it's like, if they can charge you, how can you believe these fucking people to be honest? Most people don't check their transactions. Okay, I'm gonna get to something really good night soon. So we signed up on February 21st. By March 4th or March 3rd, there's already another charge, another $30 fee. Okay, and we're like, what the fuck? How come already this guy's charged? He just charged us $64. We didn't even use the whole month, and plus he said you have a free week. So technically we only used the gym for 2 days, and the month is over, and now a new month is starting, and he's charging us another $30. And then I go look in my bank, in the transactions, it's like, let's say something fitness, and then again something fitness, and then I look, there's another charge, something fitness, the same name, but now it's another place, and it's $5. I'm like, these guys are fucking scammers. So right away we went and canceled. They paid us the $64, but they kept the $30. It's a fucking cheap piece of shit. But anyway, my point is, he's probably pulling the scam with a lot of people, and a lot of people are not being honest. Later on, when we went to go cancel, he's like, no. The $64 was for the key pass. And I was like, yo, I'm 300% sure you told me the membership was $64 a month, and then you never said anything about the key pass fee. Now you're telling me the key pass fee is $64. Anyway, the whole thing to point out is, most people don't pay attention to the transactions, okay? Number one. Number two, these companies, they can have different names and have access to your credit card, and then make a different charge from whatever stupid logo company name, and you don't know who the hell it is. And most of the time you're not even paying attention. So boom, they get your money, and you're not paying attention. And the biggest thing to point out is, if I work for the bank, okay, and the bank has 5 million clients or 10 million clients. Let's do a calculation, because I'm not My mathematics is not as good as I want it to be. Let's just say that. That's a nice way to say it, Ali. Yes, I talk to myself. Okay, so what? Okay, boom. What, Gemini, tell me, what is 10 cents times a million?
10 cents times a million is 100,000. $100,000.
Okay.
Here is the breakdown of the calculation. 10 cents times 1 million equals 10 million cents. To convert cents into dollars, 10 million divided by 100 equals $100,000.
Thank you. Okay, so how much? That's a good question. How many 10 cents would I need to be able to add up to $2 million?
To add up to 2 million using 10-cent coins, dimes, you would need 20 million coins. The calculation is as follows.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so if I work for the bank, okay, and there's 20 million or 10 million clients, and if I take 10 cents out of every client's bank account, right? 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents. It's 10 million clients, right? 10 cents. No one's paying attention. It's 10 cents. They're like, oh, it's probably some random shit. It's 10 cents. Who gives a shit? 10 cents, right? More people won't give a shit about a dollar, but this is 10 cents. If I take 10 cents out of every person's account, and there's 10 million people, I'm going to have $1 million. So you don't think the bank, other companies, people that have access to your banking information, your debit card, your credit card, they're not all doing all this fucking shit. And this is all steam work. It's the Jews. The Jews are the money managers. They know little tricks on how to make money and keep money in their pockets and keep themselves rich and us poor. The whole system is based on that. When you go put 15,000, because I did. If you put $15,000 in the bank under a tax-free savings account, right? Because that's what I did. And this got me so angry. It was boiling my blood. Okay? I put 15,000 in the bank for a tax-free savings account. Guess, and for 1 year, they gave me 2.2%. Guess how much money I got back out of 15 grand? $300. The bank had $15,000 of mine for 1 year, and they gave me back $300. You know what they were doing? They were taking my money, making investments, tripling their money. So what they're doing is they're taking my money, putting it somewhere where they get 10% or more, but they're giving me 2%. This is what they give you, 2%. Here, here's your 2%, Ali. Because you're a peasant. We're peasants, right? To them, we're peasants. You know? Doesn't that boil your blood? Because it's like they're doing illegal shit left and right financially. Like they're not selling drugs on the street like people are to make money, right? To become whatever. They're doing it like through money managing. The Jews, the Steens, whoever. It's always white people most of the time. Right? So they have all the tricks to get all these ways to get money. So everybody watch out and pay attention to your transaction records. Because I bet you'll find some weird shit happening. You know? I bet you'll find some weird transactions. You're like, yo, this doesn't add up. Even my credit card. The credit card is another fucking scam. You know why? Because like I always pay whenever it's like you got a bill to pay. I never let them charge me interest. So I always pay it right away. Even if I have the money to pay it off right away. But I always put it on my credit card just because I'm building credit, right? So I never let them get to charge me interest. But the funny thing is, even if I pay the bill flat every time, there's always like differentiate like $70, $30 that are like that doesn't add up. And they're like, oh yeah, sometimes we charge you. You know, they always have stupid fucking reasons, lies to make up to charge you. They're like, yeah, we charge you on this day and blah blah blah, and this doesn't activate. And the funny thing about digital money transfers, if I pay a bill, they still say, or if I get a refund, it still takes 2 days. I'm like, what is it, traveling by fucking pigeon? It's all digital. If I instantly paid something, why does it take 2 days? It's digital. It's not fucking 18th century where some guy in a horse and a carriage is gonna send a fucking message to someone on the other side to say the debt is paid. Like, what kind of fucking shit is that, bro? You know why? Because the bank does that on purpose. So they're hoping that by the time your money is being sent, they get to charge you the interest in the middle. It's all these little fucking hidden scams everywhere, bro. So yeah, I lost my train of thought. I was like, where was I talking about this? So yeah, they don't want you to do anything illegal, right? You do anything illegal, you're going to jail. If you're selling weed, you're going to jail. But now weed is legal because they want to make money out of it. In Alberta or whatever, they legalized cocaine because they want to sell their cocaine. The fucking government. Your government. Yours, not. So, and the laughable, another laughable thing, which is not a conspiracy, it's like right in your face. The fucking roads in Montreal is like worse than third world countries. Even in third world countries, they were built roads better than this fucking place. The corruption is like so right in your face. It's like the government's got his dick out. He's like, yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's fucking like, bro, you're driving on the road randomly, a fucking huge pothole could just appear out of nowhere if you're driving at night. We pay so much tax, right? I was wondering, I'm like, how come some of the highways, there's just no lights? They're like, yeah, whatever. You're in the middle of nowhere. Hey, what the fuck? You know, they have technology to put a fucking light posts that don't need electricity, that are like wireless or they get powered by the sun. They can fucking do that. They don't do that. The taxpayers' money is just going in the government's pocket right away, and they're deciding where the money is gonna go. They're all taking the money and have like company this, company that. They even have escorts on company payroll. You know, it's like they have hookers on company rate. They have 3 wives. They have a drug addiction. They have limo service. They have fucking hotel suites all over the world paid for. It's like, so they're living the fast drug life. They all have addictions, so either cocaine or whatever the fuck they do, because they're rich as fuck. They all have addictions, one way or the other. Some guy likes to dominate, someone likes to be dominated, some has a weird fucking fetish with feet, who knows? All these guys rich people have some weird fucking shit going on, and some like to hunt people. That's a rich sport for you. These rich fucks, that's a sport for them. Hunting people. Because not only do they want to eat you, they want to hunt you. Like, that whole cannibalism thing, it's been going on for the longest time. It's just that it's been behind closed doors now. And it's just been continuing, you know, like these weird rituals, and it's like those people that worship Baal or whatever, Satan and shit, everything is inverted. So it's like whatever you would never think of doing because you know you love life and you love everything that is good, they believe in everything is the opposite. You would never want to fuck your sister. They would. That is normal for them to say some of the stuff. Okay? Just to give you an idea for your mind to like start thinking, oh, what else could that be? You know what I mean? This is the kind of shit. So you would never, you know, don't even say that. Don't even say it, Ali. That's some good filtering right there. So yeah, it connects with like adrenochrome. So like to break it down, and you know we're eating. No, it's true. The prey that we're eating is would depend on how they're killed. So if someone is gonna How do I even bring this up? If someone wants to get adrenochrome, let's say you want to get adrenochrome, right? You would have to torture a person because here to give you an example, whenever you think you're gonna die, your body gives a shot of adrenaline. It's like natural. It's like a defense mechanism, right? Whenever you think you're gonna die or something's gonna happen, like something's gonna attack you or you might fall over, it's like your body. It's like a safety mechanism that is built into us. Crazy. It's built into us, and it's like a safety mechanism to save yourself, right? Let's say you're getting shot at or whatever's happening. It's like your body gives you a shot of adrenaline, right? Because you think you're gonna die. It's like a safety mechanism. So to get adrenochrome, what they'll do is they will torture someone to the point they're gonna die, right? And then they kill them, and then they drink their blood, because their blood will be infused with adrenaline. Because right before they died, they got that adrenaline shot, right? So do that what you will. I just gave you a little because I didn't want to say too much, and I'm purposely saying what I said because I'm saying, there's experiments where they took blood from a younger mouse and gave it to an older mouse, and the older mouse got better and better because he was getting the blood of a younger mouse. So I'm giving you guys ideas for you guys to think what they're doing. You know what I mean? Because I can't say that shit because I don't want to get in trouble. I still want to have my channel. Coucou. Hey, ça va bien, Eloise? Fight or flight. Exactly, Sean. Fight or flight. That's it. It's called fight or flight too. Say things twice, bro. Say things twice. Steens, bro. Yeah. Steens the whites, bro. See, okay. Yeah, so where was I? Shit. Oh yeah, adrenochrome. Adrenochrome. There was a movie, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, because it's like the rich people, cocaine is not enough for them. Why are here's a question I got a riddle for you, everybody. Why are women going to Dubai to get pooped on? Because rich people in Dubai, the only thing brings pleasure to this guy is pooping on people, especially beautiful women, pooping on her chest, or telling her to eat poop. This is what brings those guys pleasure, because when you're rich like that, not only are you wow, I love that. I have the filter where I'll say it in my head before. How do you say that? I should look this up. Oh my god. Okay, anyway, you guys know what I'm getting at, but it's just like I don't want to say it, bro. Merci, Eloise. I have a girlfriend in France. C'est ma blonde en France. Okay, adrenochrome. Yeah, so the rich people, they're not happy with cocaine. That's not enough. He needs to poop on girls. He needs to. Why are you laughing, Ali? It's because. Just to say, a guy that is pooping on women for pleasure is not a regular dude, okay? But yeah, he's giving her 50 grand. And women are letting guys poop on their chest for 50 grand. It's like, you don't have to sell your soul to sell your soul. If you're doing things that you would never do for money, you've already sold out. Huh? You don't have there's no devil that's gonna make a deal. If you're a girl that's like that was that girl Bonnie Blue that's like promoting being a whore, okay, literally. And like and you know what's sadistic about her? You know what? When she started her shit, I was like, let her be a whore and let all the guys that want to fuck her and maybe catch something, let them be. But she purposely was trying to fuck virgins. That shit I had a problem with. Because it's like kind of like she's like stealing their innocence. You know what I mean? That's how I felt. Like she's like a demon or something. Because it's like, yo, why are you trying to ruin a virgin's life? You're a whore, and you've thousands of bodies, and now you're purposely looking for young girls. It's like, and imagine a guy did that shit the other way around. Imagine a guy in his 30s was purposely looking was fucking hundreds of girls every day. And girls were lining up to sleep with him. Okay, fine, but now he's purposely looking for virgin girls to sleep with. Imagine that. Everyone would want to chop his fucking head off. Because he's a man. But when women get away with that shit left and right. Here's another crazy story. Okay? Women, attractive women, whatever, even unattractive women will purposely order food from restaurants. And if she likes the delivery guy, she will order again. And this time she will wear lingerie, maybe half naked. And she will invite the guy in. Imagine guys doing that shit. Huh? They would be looking for him like he's a fucking PDF file to make everyone know, hey, this guy's flashing everyone, he's showing his dick at everybody. Okay? And these women, they become like clientele as far as the restaurant knows that these women are freaky like that. They will flash the guys and they will sleep with some of the delivery guys. And it was a common thing. Huh? Can guys do that shit? No. I sent a fucking dick pic to a girl, and her next, she's showing her mother, and then her mother saying I should get castrated or something. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, it's a fucking crime. And her daughter's like, oh, like she was saying all kinds of freaky shit to me. I'm not just sending dick pics randomly. Hey, how are you? Hey, here's my dick. She told me some dirty stuff, and I was like, yeah, including talking about penises, and I was like, yeah, I think she would like mine. Anyway, yeah, so a lot of women are full of shit. Like, a lot of people are full of shit, but I find a lot of women will purposely never admit, like, anything is their fault. It's like everything but their fault. I'm not going to purposely say women, 90% of people. You're a woman hater. I have two sisters, by the way. Okay, let's go back to conspiracies. Sure, I haven't drank some cranberry juice in a while. GMO fruits. Oh, shit. Okay, GMO fruits. So here, we got some fruits right here. And I find fruits now, they don't taste like they used to. Okay, so here we got some cherries. And it says product of Chile. Okay, now, why doesn't Montreal grow their own fucking cherries? Is number one. Okay. Number two, when you see Chile, it's mostly a U.S. company that is based in Chile that is growing their fucking cherries because it's really cheap that way. Okay? It's all about being cheap. It's not about quality anymore. It's not about quality anymore. It's all about being cheap, okay? And they will fuck you both ways. The way Big Bro works, he'll fuck you on the left and he'll fuck you on the right. He'll sell you the poisonous shampoo, hand soap, and all that shit. And then he'll open up a store, the health tree, and he'll sell you the good shit too. He fucks you on both sides. It's just like he was. They were funding the wars, the Rockefellers and all whatever. And those white people are like part of the pyramid, but they're not on the top. The top people, you've never even heard of them. You know what I mean? It's like that movie, The Usual Suspects. You know, Big Bro is like Kaiser Soze. Kaiser Soze. Big Bro is Kaiser Soze. So it's all smoke and mirrors. You think you're going here, but you're going here. You know, it's literally like that. That movie is literally shows you how everything works, because it's all smoke and mirrors. They're fucking you on both sides. Because but the wars were funded from they funded both sides. They supported Hitler, and I even believe in the whole killing of the 6 million Jews. I think that was another smoke and mirrors tactic for us to be like, oh, poor Jews. I bet you that's another fucking bullshit lie. Which, like, they even went to the places where they said the gas chambers were, and it's like nothing adds up. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not telling you everything is a lie. It is all a lie, but nothing is the way it is, the way they tell you it is. It's not 6 million Jews. Maybe it was 1 million Jews. Who knows? I'm just telling you, it's not what they're telling you it is. It's like when you see Simpsons and Family Guy predicting the future. They're not predicting the future. They just know about events that are going to happen before they happen. Not because they're seeing into the future. It's planned in advance, smart ass. Okay? They have their secret meetings. So-and-so artist is going to win the award of whatever the fuck. And this actor is going to win this award. They're talking about it in their fucking meeting. And they're going to say this guy is going to be selected for president. This guy's going to do this. This guy's going to do that. It's all planned in advance. So it's not they're predicting the fucking future. They just know about it before it's going to happen. AKA 9/11. Before 9/11 happened, there was like posters, there was movies, like, with 9/11 in the background, or like let's say the best show that really got me into conspiracies was X-Files. And in the X-Files, there was a group, or like Mulder. There was the main characters was Mulder and Scully, right? And Mulder had his friends. They were called the Smoking Gun, okay? And it was these 3 guys. And with them, there was one episode where they talked about a terrorist attack on the Twin Towers before it happened. How does that happen? Huh? Coinkydink? A terrorist, and the whole thing about the planes slicing through the building is the complete biggest bullshit in the world. First, look into how planes are made, because they're not made solid. Planes are not made of solid metal. If they were made of solid metal, they wouldn't be able to fucking fly. Everything is made super fucking light, because it's supposed to fly, right? If it's supposed to fly, it has to be very light. Or as light as can be, right? Like the last time I was in a plane, I saw the fucking we hit turbulence, and I started praying, and the wings were like flexing, and you like they're literally flexing, and I was like, yo, it literally, I felt like the wings were just gonna snap off right there. Like this shit, mad fucking fragile. Like I've always had a fear of heights, let alone fear of flying, because it's like I don't trust planes, bro. Let alone there's a whole conspiracy, which not a conspiracy, but I'm gonna say conspiracy for my safety. It's a conspiracy about Boeing and some of the employees self-deleting just randomly. Some of the employees that came out as whistleblowers. To repeat again, some of the employees at Boeing came out as whistleblowers, and they suddenly ended up dead. And some of them said that the safety checks that were supposed to be done were just being like sped along, like Arabs are. Here's a good joke: like Arabs running the show. Yalla, yalla, yalla. Okay, just finish. No safety anymore. Yalla, yalla, just finish. Because it's like what's happening in the world right now. It's all about production. It's all about production. It's not about quality, safety, and all that shit. Unless it's like a really good company, but it's all about production. So every employee is being paid on how fast his production is. It's not about the quality. It's how many items he's pushing out per hour or per minute or whatever the fuck. It's all about production. It's not about quality anymore. This is taking over everything, bro. Just think about that for a minute. This reminds me, Amazon, people that work for Amazon, well, no, it's all robots now, or whoever works for Amazon, those people can't go pee when they want. You know that? They have to wait till their fucking lunch to go pee. Is that some kind of slavery shit? I'd say so. Yo, when you gotta pee, you gotta fucking pee. If you're making me hold my piss in, this is not right. What kind of shit is that, bro? I like to lick. I like to lick. I like to lick pussy. Yeah, whatever. I like to drink a lot of water, and I'm gonna piss a lot because I'm drinking a lot of fluids. It's normal. Ali, why you piss a lot? What are you doing in there? I'm masturbating. You wanna come see? Come see me. When I go and pee next time, come with me. You're gonna see what's gonna happen. Lick. That's some fucked up shit. So what's happening? Like another thing, like these RVs that are being built, like the RVs or the station wagons or whatever, like the RVs, the ones that you can live in. It's like literally a mini house on wheels, or the what do you call those? The ones that are just on wheels that they can't drive themselves. It's like a trailer. Anyway, that shit. Like I was watching another thing on that, and the guys that are making it, they're being paid extra per production. They're not getting paid by quality. It's getting paid by how fast he's building this shit. So if he's just building it really fast and he's not doing all the steps he's supposed to, he's getting paid anyway. He doesn't give a fuck. So he's gonna be like, yeah, whatever. Yalla, yalla, yalla. It's like Arabs are running the show. I need to write this down because it's a good joke. Because this reminds me of when I was working at fucking, what's his name? Super Blocks. I need a fucking pen. Yalla, 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 yalla. Ali, what's taking so long, Ali? Ali, what's taking so long, Ali? It's my Munir voice when he talks with Ali, how are you, Ali? Alhamdulillah. Oh, Facebook's gonna die. Oh yeah. What? This prescription, why is it blurry? I can't see shit. Okay, production. Not quality. Like. Yalla. 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 Okay, that's a good joke. Okay. Facebook's gonna die. But yo, Shant, I'm still streaming on YouTube until YouTube dies. YouTube still got 25%, but I still got my other phone. So if it ever dies, I can always be streaming. Let me just dim the screen. The screen on YouTube. Because Facebook's gonna die like a PDF file. Yeah, because I have to say it without saying it. You know, it's wordplay. Where's my other notes? Ah. Where was I? Oh, this is where it was. Yeah, yellow, yellow. Yeah, I was working at Mega Bloks. Okay, so like there's Legos. There's a guy that invented or thought of the thing where he's like, oh, why not giant Legos? So instead of the regular Legos, it's like giant Legos. So he made that company, and that company was here in Montreal. It was called Mega Bloks. I used to work there, and I was in the production line as far as like, there's like a conveyor belt that's like going continuously, and I have to put like say two of these, four of these, and five of these, and I have to do it really fast, and it's like going. And it was really it was high stress job, and I don't like anything stressful. I'm a relaxed guy. I like to be cool and not have any, especially, and it was all run by Arabs. It was all like yalla yalla yalla, and he's like yalla yalla yalla. It was like pressuring you and shit, and I hate that shit. And it made me realize two things. Number one, if you're a guy that's an immigrant that comes here with like five kids, already if you don't speak the language or whatever, if you don't speak English or French, and you're like fresh off the boat, like uh, you're gonna be stuck in jobs like that, and it's sad because that's like a little prison. You know why? Because the shift was 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. And when the shift starts, it's like a prison. They fucking lock that shit down, bro. There was no way to get out. I'm telling you because I escaped. So it shuts down at 11, right? Like the doors close and stuff. And now you can't leave even if you wanted to. And it's like the only place to escape or get out was where these 18 wheelers back up and the gates open. So I think I was on my third day or my second day, and I hated this job. And I did a lot of fucking. I have a lot of job experience. I did a lot of fucked up jobs, like shitty jobs, like minimum wage or fucked up random jobs. Like when you have like some agency that's like hiring people to do like random jobs. Like I worked at a brake factory. Anyway, where was I? Fuck. Shit. What was the other job? I have like just so much information flowing, I forget sometimes. I lose track. But it's been a good ride. Um, Shit. Oh yeah, Mega Bloks. So I was on my third day. You see, I remembered somehow. Thank you, guys. I was on my third day, and I was like, "Yo, fuck this! I need to get out." I think I had just started, and I was 2 hours in. It was like not even close to lunchtime, right? Lunchtime was like let's say 3, 4 in the morning, I think. Uh, and I was like, "Yo, fuck this! I can't do this anymore." It was literally, yeah, it was 3 in the morning. I remember now. It was 3 in the morning. I can't take this anymore. So I just, or no, it was about, so it was like two something. Because by three I was out and I was like walking around. I saw one of the gates open where these 18 wheelers back up, and I just ran out. I jumped out like a prisoner, escaping prisoner, a prison. And I ran to some point where there was this gate. And I don't know how it was locked, but I managed it. I squeezed through, and I was skinnier. But I don't know how I fucking managed. And then I was like walking. I walked for like 7 hours, and I knew there was a friend that lived around there. So I ended up like walking to his house, which did take me like 6 hours or something like that to walk to his house. This is a random story. Okay, Facebook's gonna die. Literally. Everybody on FB, thank you for the live show. We're still streaming on YouTube and on Kick, so everybody say hi. Phone sex, phone sex, phone sex. You feel my Wi-Fi? I'll feel your Wi-Fi, baby. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. We're still streaming on YouTube though, so check it out on YouTube. If not, when that dies, I'll still have another phone. Put a space in the Middle East. Free Palestine, free Iran, and free the world from the Steens. and the Zionists and the Ashkenazi Jews and all the Jews that are running the show that are not the good ones. Fuck those ones, okay? Peace. Bling. So this phone is like overheating. Why does it show that? Good beats. I'll be right back, yo. And we're back. Okay, sorry. I had to send some text. Um, um, yeah, so going back to the banks, bro, it's like it's so easy to fuck people because most people don't pay attention to the transactions on their in their banks. So if I have access to your bank account, right, and I have access to 20 million or 10 million people's bank accounts, and I take out 10 cents out of everyone's account, it could be more. I'm just giving an example. Most people would take out, people would go crazy. They would take out a dollar. And if anyone sees a dollar, they would be like, they would kind of be suspicious. But if they see 10 cents or whatever, they'd be like, oh, this must be some random shit or whatever. So if you take out 10 cents out of 10 million people's accounts, you're going to have $1 million. Ain't that something? Hmm. You're the best, sir. How you doing?
Tomorrow?
No. How you doing?
Naganaos next to me.
What does that mean?
Grace, morning.
Yes. How you doing? How you
I'm
feeling?
good, I'm good, I'm good.
You're 100% now?
Yeah.
You want some oranges or something? I don't have food. I haven't cooked.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right.
Take care.
You're good. Okay. Oh, we were talking about GMO fruits. It's true. So, it's all about production, right? Like I said before, it's not about our health in mind. And most of these fruits that we buy, it's either being sprayed with pesticide or the pesticide is like bred into the essence of the fruit. So usually they would spray pesticide, but now they're genetically engineering the pesticide